Hello everyone, and welcome to the weird, scary and horrible parts of humanity. Radio presenters and DJs become part of our lives, bringing us the news, entertaining us, creating controversy and making our journeys to work that bit more bearable. But they can also, despite their infamy, as shown through the case of Tushar Makwana, be the victims of murder. Tushar Makwana was the youngest of 3 children and born in Jinja in the eastern region of Uganda on the 2nd of February 1967. His family was of Gujarati Indian descent. However, when Makwana was aged 4, Idi Amin, known as the Butcher of Uganda and regarded as one of the cruelest despots in world history, came to office on the 25th of January 1971. An estimated 100,000 to 500,000 individuals were killed under his regime, which, characterized by human rights abuses, political repression, ethnic persecution, extrajudicial killings, corruption and economic mismanagement, destroyed the African nation. Amin was eventually overthrown following the Uganda-Tanzania War, which lasted from the 8th of October 1978 until the 3rd of June 1979, which saw the death of approximately 1,650 Ugandan citizens and 1,873 Tanzanian troops, as well as over 600 Libyan devs who, under Muammar Gaddafi, were fighting with the Amin regime. An estimated 12 to 200 Palestinians were also killed who were fighting in support of Amin. Amin was disposed on the 11th of April 1979 and found refuge in Saudi Arabia, where he died on the 16th of August 2003, a free man. Amidst the fury of the regime, Makwana's family escaped Uganda in 1971 and fled to the United Kingdom. From a young age, Makwana became interested in radio, running a mobile disco as a teenager, thereby helping other youngsters learn about broadcasting. He became a volunteer at Walsall Hospital Radio, an internally broadcast hospital radio based at the Manor House in Walsall, West Midlands, staffed by 25 unpaid volunteers. The station operated for 40 years, from the 18th of March 1978 until closing in 2018. He then began working as a credit analyst and also began working at Radio Brockley, which broadcast at the Royal National Orthopaedic Hospital, which is based in Stanmore in London, before moving to Radio Northwick Park, a local charity radio station based in Harrow in Greater London, which is now known as Radio Harrow. Despite working in banking, his dream job was to work full-time in radio. Abandoning both Radio Northwick Park and his career as a credit analyst, Makwana began providing AA Roadwatch travel bulletins, similar to traffic reports, for BBC Radio. In 1997, he reached the pinnacle of his career, moving to work for 100.7 Heart FM, which broadcasts to the West Midlands from studios in Birmingham. In 2002, Makwana won a silver award at the Sony Radio Academy Awards for a show he presented about the 25th anniversary of English renegade band UB40. In his personal life, he married Deepika Parmar in 1994 and had 3 children. Life was successful for the regional radio broadcaster, working the weekend night shift. He owned a house in Wasperton Close in Castle Bromwich in Birmingham and owned a BMW. At approximately 4:20 a.m. on the 9th of February 2004, a group of teenagers, Matthew Jeffrey, aged 17, pictured to the left, Michael McGuire, aged 18, pictured in the centre, and the youngest, Ashley Cooksey, aged 16, pictured to the right, broke into Makwana's house by kicking down the front door and stole the keys to his BMW. Makwana ran out in his dressing gown and confronted the teenagers, chasing them out of his house before he was knocked down, by the getaway car, a Citroën C5, as he was attempting to enter the vehicle. The Citroën C5 was driven by 17-year-old Brett Frewin. Suffering serious injuries from a fractured skull as well as brain swelling, he was transferred to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham. It was decided to turn off his life support system after 3 days on the 12th of February with his organs donated. His colleagues at West Midlands Heart paid tribute to him. His funeral was held on the 25th of March 2004 with over 300 individuals in attendance at the service, which was held at Yardley Crematorium. Following police investigations and the arrest of 9 individuals who were eventually bailed, Frewin, Makwana and Cooksey were convicted of Makwana's manslaughter at the Lancaster Crown Court and were sentenced to jail for 10 years. Jeffrey eventually had his sentence cut to 8 years. Held in HMP Sudbury, a Category D prison near Ashbourne in Derbyshire, Frewin escaped on the 18th of June 2011 with Christopher Price, who was convicted of armed robbery, and Warren Bramford, who was jailed for burglary. Frewin was arrested on the 23rd of June 2011 after 5 days of freedom and subsequently sent back to prison. All of the individuals who murdered Makwana have since been released. However, Michael Makwana, upon his release, became a drug addict and at the age of 31 was rearrested for causing a car crash in a Vauxhall Astra on Short Heath Road, Erdington, which he was driving uninsured. He was sentenced to 11 months in jail for this crime on the 11th of January 2018. Makwana has since been released from jail for this crime. On the 10th anniversary of Makwana's death, colleagues including West Midlands Heart breakfast presenter Ed James and BBC West Midlands counterpart Pete Morgan paid tribute to their slain colleague. Heart 100.7's former studios at 111 Broad Street in Birmingham had a photographic tribute and plaque in the building's reception to Makwana. The station moved its operations in April 2013. In a sign of changing times following Ofcom's decision to relax local content obligations for commercial radio in February 2009, 100.7 FM now only broadcasts 3 hours of radio locally during the drive time shift in Birmingham, as well as local news bulletins and travel updates. The remaining shifts, including Makwana's shifts, are now broadcast from Global Central London studios. Thank you for watching. Please do yourself a favour and hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to inform you when new videos come out. Also, why not hit that like button and leave a nice comment? It helps more than you know and your support is truly appreciated. Until next time, stay awesome, stay classy, be kind to everyone you meet, and have an amazing day.